So what we're going to do in this session in the next half an hour is actually give you something a little more challenging. We're going to try to predict the future of the world, yeah, given the information that we have. And after the starting where we couldn't predict lunch, I'm sure we'll get some things right and some things wrong, but you know, it's just a point of view, and we'd love to hear your questions, comments, agreements, disagreements, anything throughout the session. Yeah. So it all starts with two curves. How many people in this room have had a chance to look at the curve on the left? Does anyone know what the curve on the left is? The curve on the left is a United Nations projection of world population growth, so the optimistic, realistic and pessimistic scenarios. And what you see is that the pessimistic scenario, if you will, tops off at more than 16 billion. The pessimistic scenario or optimistic scenario, whichever way you want to look at it, nets off at around 6-ish, and realistically we net off at around 9. And the curve on the right is something developed by Buckminster Fuller. Now he developed something called a knowledge doubling curve, and his entire point was that human knowledge is moving from linearity to exponentiality. And the two curves that you see, one is about the struggle, the challenges that every day our consumers are facing, is one part of what is contributing to the enhanced competition into the VUCA world today. And anyone who's read Dan Brown's Inferno will understand that it's something that is a simple curve, but it's correlated to probably a lot of the phenomena and a lot of the trends that we see in the world today and that we'll continue to see. The second one is also very interesting because it talks about the pace at which human knowledge is growing to be able to give us those answers. So there's a Harvard psychologist called Jeffrey Lichtman who's trying to actually measure the growth of, who's trying to map the human brain based on neuroscience. And he's talking about the human brain needing petabytes of data storage. Now just to give you an example, if we're looking at the internet, it's probably in some terabytes. Google has mapped 0.004 or some ridiculously low amount of the internet and the potential that exists. And Robert Lichtman is actually saying that, Jeff Lichtman is actually saying that you will need a completely different way of software, of technology, of data, of looking at information, purely because we are now entering the exponential phase of the curve. And you can guess where this chart leads, because what we see on the left is resulting in very, very rapidly changing consumers. Yeah, so there are a lot of manifestations of the trend. This is one of the key reasons for that trend being what it is today. And the second thing is this also leads to a lot of changing possibilities. So what happens is, as human knowledge grows, as life becomes more complex, as the world becomes more VUCA, we actually see that consumers and possibilities increasingly kind of try to balance each other out, and both of them are expanding very rapidly. And what does that mean for the world, of course, but what it also means for research is that the pace of change will really, really, really accelerate fast.